Time for me to re-review Resident Evil The Umbrella Chronicles HD for the PlayStation 3. Originally I made the review with text-to-speech before I got a microphone. So let's go ahead and redo it. What is Umbrella Chronicles HD? Well, it's an HD port of a Wii game, and it's of course a rail shooter and a retelling of Resident Evil 0, 1, 3, and then a new scenario which takes place in the Arctic, which tells the tale of Jill and Chris taking on an umbrella in Antarctica. The game can be played solo or with another person. It's entirely a rail shooter, so you'll be using motion controls, or at worst a controller, which is not easy to play a rail shooter with. The game doesn't follow the original games one-to-one. There are alterations with characters not being there or being together, like Chris and Jill play Resident Evil 1 together. And they did butcher Resident Evil 3 by just reusing levels from the Outbreak games, basically, because the Resident Evil 3 version is nothing like the original game at all. They did not put no effort into the Resident Evil 3 version of this game. It's actually the worst part of the game. The game is pretty simple though. You just point, shoot the enemies until they're dead, shoot objects to try to find resources and bolster your score for more stars, so you can use the stars to upgrade your weapons. You can't choose the upgrades, and you can only upgrade to level 4. And also find files which can give you more details on the events of the Resident Evil games, as well as like concept art and stuff. My favorite scenario in this game is Resident Evil 1, because it feels like they put the most effort into it, and you don't just shoot a bunch of stupid monkeys like in Resident Evil 0. In fact, even the original Resident Evil 0 was not a good game, but it's more tolerable here in the rail shooter form, but it's still not a great game. Each game has 3 levels, 3 chapters, 3 stages, following the events from the beginning to the end. So you start in the train of Resident Evil 0, work your way into the Umbrella facility, and then the underground lab. In Resident Evil 1, you'll go from the mansion to the guardhouse to the lab. In Resident Evil 3, you'll start out in the streets, the subway, and then the RPD itself. The game overall is okay. I still prefer Darkside Chronicles because they had more quality of life improvements to it, and they put more effort into it. So I do wholeheartedly recommend this game with an easy thumbs up on a recommendation, but I don't consider it a great game, so I give it 3 stars out of 5 for average. I would still recommend Darkside Chronicles over Umbrella. Umbrella Chronicles did a good job starting things out, and Darkside improved upon it wholeheartedly. Anyways, that's it. See ya.